Hi, Karen from Party and Print, coming to you with a fun, new, exciting product line that we're carrying. They're called Airloonz. Air because you fill them up with air and not helium, and loons probably just because they're super fun and loony. So we have all kinds of different ones that we're carrying, and I think they're even adding as we talk. So at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a little scan of all the different ones we have in stock right now, but that can change at any time. There may be new things added. So what they are is a foil balloon that is a kit that you do yourself. So have you ever wanted to have like a big column or something fun at your party and it just was not in your price range, or maybe last minute you decided to have something fun and of course those things take time so you can't do that? Well, now these you can. So they're an inexpensive way to get a fun structure at your party. Again, it's a kit. You bring it home. Everything that you need to make it is in the package. But there are other options that we can show you as we go along here. We're going to run through the instructions with you and give you a little insight on how to work these. So they run, most of them are between like 4.5 to 5.5, even up to 6 feet tall. So they all say, like this one here is 53 inches tall. Then we have this one, 62 inches. This is a Halloween tree. So even maybe your town isn't doing trick-or-treating this year. Halloween is never canceled. It's a holiday. You can't cancel a holiday. So you can still do something fun on your own. This is a great way to bring a fun Halloween night into your home at a low-cost expense. Something that's a tall structure to take pictures and for the kids and everything. Sweetest Day is coming up. We have some love ones for that. A lot of fun things that you can do. Christmas. There's some really cool Christmas ones that you'll see at the end of the video. So you get your kit. You come just buy it off the shelf and you can take it home ready to go. If you're a little leery of it, that's okay. We can help you with some of that. Otherwise, this instructional video in the package has everything that you need. So that we're going to do the tree because it's so cool looking. Comes with the instructions. It comes with 2 different pieces, some elastic, and a straw. So the straw is for the inflation. You would insert this, just like the instructions say, into the port and then just blow it up with air. But you don't necessarily need to do that. That can take a while or a lot of air capacity. So the other option is to get a pump. We sell these pumps, but you would only have to buy 1 pump, and then they work for years for all of your pieces. So again, that's just a regular balloon pump. The neat thing about these pumps are they're professional balloon pumps, so they're blowing air at each way that you pump it in and out. It's pumping air into the piece, so it doesn't take quite as long to inflate it. You can also use a blower, it says, but you have to be very careful that you don't go too far and pop it. So with some of these things, your own air and a pump, it's a lot easier to regulate how much air you get in there. So the first piece that we have is the bottom part for the tree. Each of these Airloonz has this bottom portion, and this is going to be your base. And then you just turn it around and turn it to the back, and you're going to see where the inflation port is, and it shows you on the instructions. It's just going to be this little silver dot, and we're going to do the pump. And you just insert that right into the dot, and you hold it. And then you're just going to pump the balloon. And sometimes it wants to be a little difficult, but it eventually will go. There. So we're just going to pump this up. So as you can see, even with a pump, it still takes quite a while, but a little faster than blowing it up by hand. Not by hand, by mouth. So it's going to slowly go into each port as we go. As you get towards the end, you want to go a little slower. You want them to be tight, but not too full. And if they're going to be in the heat of a sun at all, if you have a really well-lit room that has a lot of sun in there, you may want to leave them a little bit squishy because air does expand in the heat. It also contracts in the cold, so if it gets cold and it goes down a little bit, you can pump a little bit more in. You can insert the straw to relieve a little pressure if you need to. So that is our main part of the base. Super simple, just the base there. Then we're gonna go for the main part of the tree. I'm gonna set this down here. So again, you saw in the picture that it has all kinds of fun stuff on this tree, but it's one solid piece. So, and this is my first time blowing these up. So I'm learning right along with you. And again, it's got the little port and the instructions show you where that would be. And it's this little silver dot, and you go underneath the little white piece of flap that's there. And again, you just start to inflate it. Notice that all of these parts of the tree are gonna, did you see that pop out there? If they don't want to, you can kind of coax them a little bit. And all the portions are gonna all fill with the air. And then again, go slower towards the end. You want everything to be nice and full, but not overfull. You can always go back and add more if you think it's not standing up properly. So we have all these cute little parts. Isn't this great? All the way down this little spider. And again, he's got little legs that puff out with the air too. So that's going to all come and hang really nice. Okay, so then what we have is on the base, and this is on every single heirloom that you have. They both are two pieces just like this. You inflate the one part, you inflate the second part, and then there's two tabs on the bottom, and that's what this elastic is for. So we're going to take the elastic, and it says in the directions to leave about 3 inches on each side, so that's going to give you a little place to, a little way to tie it. So you can do a few things. A lot of times we like to do a little roll up the neck and tie it, or you can just come and just make a knot with about, let's say about 3 inches of overhang. Pull that in there and tie that right onto there. So I'm not going to do any fancy roll tie or anything, so you can see how easy it is to do with just a simple knot. So again, I made a little knot in here, give it about 3 inches left over. Whoops, that came out on me. Make a little knot, pull the tab on there, and just knot it right around that tab. And then I always give it a little double knot just for good measure. Whenever I'm tying any balloons on. Okay, then what you do is you take your one piece, and again, this can be any of the heirlooms, and you take your bottom piece, and you see how it's got this kind of a well in there? So that's where your balloon's gonna sit, and you just take this strap, see if I can do it from this side so you can see it better, and put that right over the balloons. And so that strap comes right into that well, and it sits up. And now, this is not good for outside, because the minute you hit a breeze, this is going to blow away. There's no weight to it. And as you can see, it's even getting a little tippy here. So what you need to do is just keep adjusting it. But what's really cool is you can weight this down. So I don't know about outside if it would be great for outside, unless you figured out a way to weight the whole thing down. You'd probably have to attach it to a pole system or something like that. We could come up with ideas if you need that. But for inside, you can throw even a can of soda in here, a can of soup, just put that right into this well down here and have it sit there, and then that'll weight your whole structure down, and that's going to help everything to sit a little bit better. A bag of sand or anything like that, just simple stuff right out of your house. And that's going to stop it from migrating around. If somebody comes over, it won't be as easily tippable, just to have that little bit of weight in there. But even by itself, as you can see, it's standing up. Do you get to the whole top of the tree? Can you see it? Oh, that's great. So this is the Halloween tree. We also have, I'll show you the whole list of the other things that we have. But as you can see, within a matter of minutes, you can easily have a fantastic piece that your kids can stand in front of and take pictures. A lot of fun that you can do with these heirloom pieces here at Party and Print. Check them out. You can order them online, or you can just come on into the store, and you can walk home and have a piece right away. So thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.